Okay, let's play some Fall Guys here. What? It's about time. As most of you guys probably know, Fall Guys had an update and it added a bunch of great stuff. One, it added anti-cheat software, which was great because there's so many cheaters in the game. Two, it updated a lot of the courses, mainly the beginning courses. However, that does make pros like me that have an abundance of crowns have to relearn some of the moves and relearn some of the strategies in the game. And in this video I'm going to help you learn the differences between the courses and how they kind of updated those courses. So let's get right into the gameplay. Whoa. Before we even get into the gameplay, I have a pro tip for you guys. If you're playing with one of these, throw it out the door. What you need to get is one of these. And I know what some of you guys are thinking.
But chicken, I'm a god at keyboard and mouse. I don't need one of those.
I'm telling you need one because it'll increase your hand-eye coordination and it's so much easier to play with one of these. I don't even care if you play with one of these. Some of you guys probably don't even know what this is. It's a Super Nintendo controller. Just get a controller. You'll be so much better. So guys, Dizzy Heights was one of the courses that was changed, and this beginning part wasn't changed at all. It's still pretty easy. All you have to do is stay on the spinny things, go in the direction they want to go and you'll be fine. The ball part was not really changed either. The balls just come at you, do your best to avoid them. But the part after that was probably the most noticeable change in any of these courses. The next part can change in two ways. It can either have these swinging balls like this, or there's just no spinny platforms. The swinging balls aren't hard. You just kind of have to avoid them, but without the spinny platforms, you just kind of have to run along the bottom. I usually try to hug the wall and just time it perfectly so I don't have to try to jump through those hoops. It makes it a lot easier, to be honest, in my opinion, than trying to jump through the loops. This part right here, Big Yeetus can spawn there. And the best thing to do is just to let Big Yeetus hit you to the end so you can avoid everything. So Fall Ball was really changed in a couple ways. Now, basically a lot of these course updates just add stuff, and for Fall Ball, it can either add these hammers, it can add a spinny turntable at the front, or it can add both. These hammers, they're good and bad. If you use them to your advantage like I did there, they can be good, but also they can kind of just get in the way and are clunky. And in my opinion, for the most part, they just get in the way. Sometimes you can have 4 balls spawn at once and that's no fun at all. And this course is just so much harder with the hammers. As you can see right here, I get hit by the hammer. The hammers just kind of get in the way at this point. And really, we're kind of just fighting, and if that hammer wasn't there, we might have gotten that goal in because it hit it back at us and we just kind of lost. The bad thing about the turntable is you cannot see the shadow of the ball coming down, so you can't get that first hit and off to the next goal. And because of the new added course, we lost. Guys, Fall Mountain is one of my favorite courses, and right there, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get this win. But Fall Mountain is very unpredictable. You can get hit by balls and still win. Just like I'm about to get hit right here, and I still came back. But they added a bunch of things at the end that kind of throw people off. And these pink swinging donuts that go back and forth can throw a lot of people off. They kind of get in the way. A lot of this course is just knowing what place to go at the right time. But if you follow my pattern, most of the time you can get it, and it's all down to timing. Don't jump for the crown if you don't think you can grab it. It's all timing. That is all Fall Mountain is. If you get the timing, you can get the crown. Gate Crash is all down to timing, and once you get the timing, it's one of the most satisfying courses to win. It's all timing, and the first 3 gates really didn't change much at all. It's these next 3 that did. This one can have this pattern. It's all timing. 1 gate drops at a time, so you just need to watch which gate it is. This next one kind of has the same pattern. All you have to do is watch and get the timing down. This last one, my technique is whichever one is at the top when you just slide down the jelly is the one that you need to go for. Hit Parade can kind of be an annoying course, but I think it is also a very fun course once you get the timing down. They did change a good amount of this course. As you'll see later, these fans can be replaced with little spinny things like in Whirligig, and it can make it a little easier in my opinion, but it also makes it a lot more annoying. The key for this course is kind of just staying with a group so you can push those movable fans easier. These swinging balls that swing towards you are a little bit easier to manage than the ones that swing side to side, but the hammers can be a major pain in the butt. It's all down to timing. I always hug the side on the slime no matter what it is, and on that last hammer you have to dive. See what I mean about these little things? I usually try to bob and weave around them, and I always go to the side wall because it's less crowded than the rest. These balls are normal, they're swinging back and forth instead of horizontal. And this part of Slime Climb with the donuts is a little more annoying. Like I said, always hug the side, and it's all down to timing. You can even have people push you. Seesaw can be so frustrating, guys. I understand. It is one of the hardest starting courses because it's so dependent on other people and how they're playing the game too. But the changes that they made are pretty good in my opinion. This change on the second set of seesaws is one of the biggest changes that they made. Instead of having the 1 and then 2, it's 2 and then 2. And it's easier in my opinion. The third set can look like this, and these can be very annoying because people just kind of want to do their own thing and want to jump like those guys and not balance out the teeter. But you kind of just have to go with it and see. In the same general thing, I'm doing it again here where I have to balance out the teeter-totter, but it's better than falling, to be honest. My personal opinion, it's better to wait on a teeter-totter than to jump to the next one that's about to tip, because then you'll fall and you'll have to start back from the last checkpoint. And if you just wait around on the one before, you're not going to waste that much time, really. Guys, Slime Climb is my favorite course in all of Fall Guys, and the changes that they made to it, in my opinion, aren't as good as the other courses, but we'll still get into it. A big tip for this course is to not take any shortcuts in the beginning because the slime rises really fast and, you know, it could kill you. One of the changes they made was with these pink balls. Instead of pink balls, you might get logs, which in my opinion are kind of worse because they cover the whole thing. One of the biggest pieces of advice I could give you is stay on the right of these purple donuts, because if you're on the left, they'll knock you back. If you're on the right, they'll just knock you up. So it's a win-win in my opinion. At this point, you can start taking shortcuts, and in my opinion, some of the shortcuts are a little easier to take than others, but it's all up to the nature. This last part right before you finish is the part that has changed the most. They'll always have these purple donuts on the left, and like I said, always stay on the left of the purple donuts. I mean, the pink donuts. If you stay on the left of them, you'll just get knocked down before. These last ones can either be hammers or the donuts, but it's all down to timing. If you just take your time and not just run through them like I almost did, you'll get through them every time. Also, don't stand around at the finish line because these guys did, and they all got eliminated. Guys, Whirligig didn't change too much. A lot of the changes were just in the direction of the fans and the little floor fans. They all kind of changed direction, and again, it's random. And that's the big thing to note with a lot of these courses. They're all random. Big Yeetus is kind of here. You can avoid him. He's pretty easy to avoid. In this next part, right after these triple fans, hammers can sometimes spawn, and I was having a deal of a time trying to get gameplay of this, but they're super easy to dodge. Like I said, a lot of this is just the fans changing direction. It's all the same. There's a little trick here. If you dive at the right time, you'll jump right by the fan, and it's super useful. This part is pretty easy. All you have to do is just jump on to the next platform, get by the giant spinning fan, and it can be in a different direction. But then all you gotta do is just jump up and qual. Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun making this video. Leave a comment below how much you are liking the new Fall Guys update. I absolutely love it. Again, thanks for stopping by the channel, guys, and we will see you in the next video.